I was someone who was always having big career and a lot of time spending with big companies, and I was actually always working a lot. And I start to ask myself, am I really happy right now? And when one of my colleagues asked me, then I got a depression. I completely got this break with a big burnout. So I was sitting at home and actually waiting till it would get better, and it didn't. So that's why the depression became worse and worse till the moment that I didn't want to live anymore. So I needed a really big break. I really needed to disconnect myself from this society, to find myself, to connect with my inner self. I got a thought, and I knew someone who ever walked to Spain. And I was thinking at that moment, when are you going to do that? That's an insane idea. And then I got this idea and I was like, maybe that's the solution for now, because it's really practical. You can pack your stuff, really simple, you close the door and you walk. So after the pilgrimage, I left all those stressed feelings from society behind me, and I could take this peace in me home in Holland. So I asked myself the question, if I can choose whatever I want, and the next morning when I wake up, where would I want to be then? And the dream that came in my mind was a farm with a lot of animals, a lot of love and peace and sunshine, even if there was rain. And I was thinking how to give it one first step in this real world, and not only in my dream world. So I knew this farm, and the first time when I drove here, it gave me the feeling of the dream that I had. So I thought about, okay, this is nature, and I need to come closer to this place because this is what gives me this feeling. So I am going to ask if I can help them, because that's the only thing I could think about. So I went here and I started to help them, to volunteer once a week, and that went quite good. I felt like, yeah, this is something I like to do. Milking sheep by hand, seeing how nature is working, because we are quite disconnected from nature and production of food. We don't know how it's grown and how it's made, or where meat is coming from, or that you have to kill lambs to get milk and cheese. So there's a lack of consciousness about our food and our food systems, and this lack of consciousness is also reflecting on our minds, because we don't know anything about ourselves. We don't know what we eat, we don't know who we are. But I think now here in this farm, it's nice to see that all the things we get from the animals or from the fields, we all try to use it. So it's important to go to the market because people really understand why we do this. And when I go to the market, I see a lot of people get inspired from me not knowing anything about farming and then changing my whole life because of burnout, depression, and just starting a farm with all kinds of stuff and a lot of knowledge needed, but not knowing anything. And it's working. So it's a good example that dreaming is really important, because dreaming is telling you what you really want to do, and it's the first step to come closer to what you really want to do.